Hi everyone, it's Diane Fitch here. Hope you're all well. I just wanted to give you an update on our project because we've been making some fantastic progress over the last few weeks. So I just thought it'd be great to share this with you. If you remember, we have been looking to install sensors across the Liverpool City region, and at the beginning of the year we managed to get all of the kit that we needed to assemble our air quality and our weather sensors at LJMU. So special thanks to Pete Moran and the engineering technicians at the university who assembled our sensors for us, which was basically putting our sensor equipment onto an aluminium plate. So the sensor equipment was the black box, which is the heart of the sensor and contains the probes, the solar panel and the external battery, and that all went onto an aluminium plate and with a bracket on the back that we can then put onto lighting columns. So we did that sort of January, February in time for a planned installation in March, and during the week of the 9th of March we were whizzing around the Liverpool City region installing sensors at 4 locations. If you remember, there are 3 sets of sensors at each location. There's a motion sensor which picks up movement and can distinguish between pedestrians, cars, cyclists, vans, motorbikes, etc. And also obviously our air quality sensor and our weather sensor. Air quality picks up nitrogen dioxide and ozone, and the weather sensor picks up wind direction and speed, rainfall and temperature. So they were the sensors that we were installing, and we went out and installed them in Wirral, Sefton, St Helens and Halton during that week. The locations themselves, obviously all of the sensors are on the sud routes, the new infrastructure routes for cycling and walking, but they're all very different because of the location. So for instance, Wirral is right near Birkenhead North train station, if anybody knows that area. Very industrial area. It's got lots of factories, and it's also got a recycling plant nearby, so very interesting data around air quality from that one. Sefton is right near King George V College, quite a busy road, quite a residential area, but right near a hospital as well. Halton is right near a primary school, so we get spikes in the data for that one at certain times, or we did do before lockdown. At certain times parents coming backwards and forwards to the school. And St Helens is on a very busy main road, as I said before, so very interesting traffic data from that one. So very different sort of installations for those 4, and all collecting data and sending data back to us, which, as you can imagine, during this lockdown period is very interesting. Not quite the data we were expecting. We were expecting to be collecting baseline data here to show the improvements once all of the infrastructure had been implemented, but that's not quite what we're collecting now. How has the COVID-19 crisis and the lockdown in particular affected the project? Well, like most of us, we can all work from home, which has been fantastic. We are able via the IT systems to keep in touch with each other. The outputs on the project, if you remember, were a mobile phone app and a dashboard for the local authority. The dashboard now has become very, very important for the authority because obviously, as I said before, we have all our sensor data now coming in, so their ability to be able to see that data at their fingertips and do some analysis on it themselves is very, very important, particularly during this period. So we're hoping that we can continue to make progress on that dashboard. We do have a partner meeting to show them the dashboard, and we're hoping that that can be done virtually. So it's all full steam ahead from that point of view. Our sensors themselves, we've had a few teething problems with our air quality sensors over the last couple of weeks, but our local authority partners have been very, very good, and they've gone out and rebooted sensors if we've needed them to. Not quite exactly what we thought we'd be looking at this stage in the project, because the lockdown will have a significant effect on the data, but nevertheless we're still all carrying on and hoping that we'll have our dashboard and our mobile app ready for people to have a look at in the very near future.